Hello and welcome back to TEW 2016 Branding Solutions, and we are here with Smackdown, and today we go straight into the show. Obviously this is the first proper return of the show, and we are in the dark matches where again I have done the thing where I've just borrowed from developmental because I've got quite a bloated developmental group of people who don't have the levels to reach this. So our developmental talent was Alexa Nicole, who has nearly no popularity, just to lose to Alexa Bliss. And we continued our matches by, where's the proper one here? We had Apollo Crews and Jay Lethal losing to Drew McIntyre and Damien Sandow. This one was a good one just to give these four a little match. I think they all needed something because otherwise they weren't on the main card in matches. And we had another one of these where we actually had Paige beat Kimberly, and obviously you can see the quality and difference. Paige rated 64, one of my four best women wrestlers I have on this roster. Another pre-match show we had Lance Rush, obviously going into his Intercontinental match. Just wanted to have a little match against somebody pretty good in the ring, but not very popular, Elias Sampson. Again, solid enough for pre-show. This was just a huge one to put my main four quality women in a match against four who aren't quite there yet. A couple from developmental, Mary Dobson and Teela Hendricks both came from developmental. Stacey Fraser is an older one who's doing okay, but you look at the ratings of Oscar, Natalia, Becky Lynch and Bailey, you can see the quality there. And continuing our matches, we have actually a pretty good match for two very unpopular ones. Andre Cool defeats Shane Thorne. He needs a bit of momentum because he's in negative. And I believe this is the final one. There may be one more. Alex Peck defeats Flex Freeman. Again, just needed to give Alex Peck a win. We open the show with Seth Rollins in the ring, holding his title, slamming the fact that he has to face John Cena yet again. He has beaten Cena. He actually beat Cena in a match that says he will never have to face Cena for the title again until Cena can beat the whole of his faction, and Cena has beaten the whole of the faction, but now he's going to have to do it one more time just to prove a point to everyone. But when he's finished that, the lights go out and Bray Wyatt's music hits and he stood in the ring laughing, stating that he will take the title from him when he least expects it. And this is how he'll do it, with the whole lights going on and off. And then Sheamus' music hits and he charges to the ring. As soon as he gets to the ring, the lights go out and Bray is gone. Sheamus is left in the ring demanding a match with Bray Wyatt after he cost him the shot at the title on last week's Smackdown. And obviously last week, Bray Wyatt got attacked by the Chosen Ones, so he decided to go after Sheamus to help John Cena win and maybe put an end to the Chosen One's reign. So this is a good storyline that's going quite well. And we start the matches. We have Adam Cole defeat Baron Corbin. When Apollo Crews distracts Baron Corbin, I'm probably going to let them have a bit of a blowout match at the pay-per-view, so we'll probably book that now. We have Apollo, but these rosters are so too many when you're trying to book just one-off matches. So that's set for the pay-per-view at the weekend. It's more just, let's get them in a match. Let's see what they will do together. Carmella cuts a promo on Asuka, because obviously Asuka has the language barrier, so that the others are going to have to do the talking in this women's IC title. Carmella's new to the roster, so I just needed to see what she could do. And in the match, Carmella defeats Peyton Royce by submission. This was designed because Peyton Royce is one half of the tag team women's champions, so this also makes her look a credible person she had beaten. Afterwards, we have a brawl between the 4 main contenders. I know at the end of this I'm going to get a statement saying I use Carmella too much, but I'm trying to build a little bit of heat in this match. And we have a match between Bad News Barrett and John Morrison, where John Morrison loses. I wanted to keep Barrett stronger, so this works, but there is an injury which I'm not happy about. We'll see. And it's John Morrison's fault. Great. Afterwards, Barrett and Lance Rush comes out to attack John Morrison, and Adam Cole helps clear the ring. So this is going to lead to Adam Cole challenging to someone from the Chosen Ones to a match at the pay-per-view, on the pay-per-view. And I was going to go with Bad News, but I may have to look to go to either Sandow or Drew McIntyre, because I have a plan for Cody. Our next match is a 6 women's tag team match, where we have Sasha and Gail Kim, along with Billie Kay, the other half of the tag team women's champions, facing Charlotte and Bad and Beautiful. And I let Charlotte and Bad and Beautiful have the win. They need the win because they haven't been winning much. So this is setting up nicely for this segment, where Sasha challenges Charlotte what is actually a Money in the Bank women's cash-in. And an 83 rating is brilliant for this. And they're going to actually have the challenges for a cage match, so nobody else can interfere. Where do we find the cage matches? They're called Steel Cage. I wanted to give this one a slightly more brutal match because I feel the rivalry is quite intense between these two. So we will have this and see if this works, because it's the only way to reach the next level, and I don't really understand how that was so hot. Good gimmick, high morale gimmick, management help, and below heat's the only thing that cost us, so that's good to see. Next up we have Bray Wyatt versus Rusev, in which I put Bray Wyatt to win, with Rusev getting distracted by Daniel Bryan. Now this is another consequence of that match where Rusev attacked Daniel Bryan in. So this is leading to Edge booking the match between the two. So we are going to have Daniel Bryan versus Rusev at the next pay-per-view, because both need a little bit of something to do, and that's meant to be move booking to Battleground, I think. Yes, Battleground. That's the correct one, yeah. So the matches are building up quite nicely there. And this is a complete throwaway. I'm going to try and work on something with Ember Moon. Ember Moon defeats Eva Marie. Easy match, dominating win by her. I don't know what that one is, but after the match, Ember Moon gets a handshake from Alicia Fox, showing some respect. Now let's just see. I was changing her gimmick. She's meant to be mysterious, which she is from what little I've seen in NXT. So I went with that, and then that seemed to work. Bad match, but we'll get there. Next match we have Daniel Bryan defeats Sheamus. Again, this is building around what happened. These are the two losers. So we thought we would continue this, and afterwards Bray Wyatt floors Sheamus. It says with the belt, but it's just they're going to have a match as well at Battleground. And we're going to see Bray Wyatt, who is a face, remember, versus Sheamus, who is a heel. And that's rounding up the card quite nicely, I think. Now next up we have John Cena defeat Cody Rhodes. This should have had a better rating. We've had better ratings before. This was meant to be just a warning sign sending out. So this can happen where the chosen ones take out John Cena yet again for Seth Rollins, which is an overall problem. John Cena is going to have to face. The last two matches have probably ruined my show, so I'm going to guess about 75. 77, I'll take that, and we'll head back to the main screen to see what happens next. Okay, and we're back to the main screen, so let's just see how bad the injury was. A lot of praise for that show. Obviously, it's not our best, so let's just see what the injury is for Barrett, because that doesn't help me much. He's going to be out for 2 months, so that's not good. We'll head here, see if we can do any fast forward treatment on this one. As you can see, we've only got a couple of injuries. We can give him surgery. And he will now be back in 41 days. So that's not terrible. Obviously, you can still got Jericho out. Bit of a blow, that one. Now, we'll just have a look at Smackdown storylines. Solid. That should have started. Not sure why that didn't, but never mind. The new man, US title. That's not good, but one half of that didn't work very well, so that's okay. Solid enough. They're good. This one's the one that's got my most potential. I still don't understand because it was only a segment. So we're going to tease Alicia Fox being like her manager for a while, and then push her to potentially have a little rivalry with Ember Moon. So we will probably set that up if we can. So Ember Moon has a manager. I want to push this young lady. So Alicia Fox wanted something to do. This is her chance. So let's just quickly see who's hot and who's not. Have I got any more Smackdown? Kofi is the hottest person in the company right now. That's strange with AJ, Bailey, Big Cass and Enzo. Who's not? So you've got Alicia Fox with no momentum. So this is her trying to push her back in the right direction. And you can see obviously the usual suspects. Goldust probably just winding down his contract. So we'll see what happens with that. That will conclude our Smackdown show. You'll have the return in a couple of days' time to see what happens on Shockwave. So thank you all for watching, and we will be back. Enjoy.